And here we are. Hey guys, so you might be noticing something a little bit different today. I spent the better part of the last 3 days finishing this up. This is my new 3D avatar that I'll be using. Still some things to tweak, like if I blink, my head still bobs up and down weirdly from blinking, but either way, I think it's gonna add a lot more expressiveness. I like it. So, and I can actually make myself look angry too. Angry. There we go. But yes, with that being said, welcome. We are on episode 34, aren't we? Yeah. And that means that, well, we missed the past two sessions because of Christmas, because of the holidays, all that. Anyway, how about we get into things here and start off with our recap? Who wants to do it this week for your extra hero point?
Wow, this was a big one. Oh my gosh.
3 weeks.
Alright, I got this unless somebody wants the point.
Alright.
Nobody spoke up. It's all me, baby. Alright. So, at the start of last time, which was in the middle of December, 2 months had just passed. We were approached by Jubilos the gnome, who's also been kind of our treasurer, and he declared that we were invited to the inconsequent debates, where the host of the debates would answer any question truthfully for the winner. He wanted to know why gnomes had ever left the first world to come to this one. So we visited the Forgotten Keep, a place we had gone to a long time ago in the middle of the woods that had 4 towers around a central one. There were a few other participants there. A kobold who wanted to be a dragon, a gnome woman with a couple of giant frogs with her who wanted to know how to stop the bleaching, and then a Mendevian crusader who wanted to know about closing the world wound. And each of them had little funny quirks. Excuse me. Each of them had little funny quirks. It was really amusing. We ended up having some quirks of our own due to reading the rules, and that was kind of fun. So we went back and forth, answering questions, and ended up scoring the highest on pretty much all of them. Jubilost kinda, sorta, more or less got his question answered, which left him wondering in the end, what do I do now? Because gnomes apparently have this tendency to pursue very specific goals, and then if they don't have anything to pursue, that's what's causing them to eventually wither. We talked to him and helped him to understand that there is still like an infinite amount to learn, to discover. Stick with us. There will be plenty of questions, plenty of things to go for. I think he was pretty satisfied with that overall. What else happened? We went back to town, and Keston Gares alerted us. Somebody who only spoke in Broken Common was waiting for us at the church. It was one of those frog peoples, a boggard, and he claimed that he desperately needed us to help him take back his home, where an evil shaman had pretty much taken over. The shaman had been worshipping some new god and attempted to sacrifice him for refusing to worship it. So we headed out that direction, found some interesting locations here and there. Eventually came across a halfling, I believe halfling in the swamp, who was hunting dragonfly wings. We thought, oh, no problem. We can help this guy. Sounds great. Apparently, some wizard or something wanted these dragonfly wings to help make some kind of magical items. Awesome. We're all for that. And then we found the dragonflies. They are very massive. They're huge. We're surviving, but we haven't beaten them yet. But we're about to, and it'll be great.
Yeah, so.
Anything else anybody want to add?
I think you're pretty. Sorry, go
They
ahead.
split the party for us. We need to make that decision for ourselves
Oh, yeah.
at the tabletop party.
Well, with that being said, though, take your extra hero points, and I think we should just run right into this with our combat here that we have to finish up from last time. So, let's get the music going and start with, I believe I just finished this one's turn from last time. Since it was the end of the round here, we go to Yarmsir. What do you do? As you had just recently gotten yourself free from its claws.
Yarmashir takes a step backwards, keeps himself back to back with Gaz. I
Alright.
say, hopefully being able to drag myself. Either way. Oh wait, the game's paused. There we go. Then Yo whispers to his back, "Hey, you got the sweat in the bag, right?"
Of course.
Hey, okay. Yarmashir then proceeds to get his familiar to valet to him 2 skunk bombs.
Alright.
Then targets the one down here to try to clear things up around Parent's area, where things get worse for him.
Stepping back there, getting your gear out, and... Sorry, was there a third action? Oh, yes.
Strike.
Strike.
Yeah.
And as you do, sort of throw this a little bit further down the way there, it sort of bursts upon this extremely, extremely weak dragonfly who was only at 1 HP after this. So whatever you roll will be killing it. Let's see it anyway. 10. Plenty.
That's it for Yarmashir's turn.
Alright, going over to Gaz. Gaz, what are you doing?
Well, he is going to make good on his word and strike at the dragonfly.
Go for it. And as you make for this punch against it, it was already sickened by those bombs Yarmus has been throwing around. That's a hit. And as you sort of hit this dragonfly in the side, it sort of breaks across some of its carapace, but it's still alive, still holding on. These guys are very tough.
He quickly follows it up with another blow in that case.
Alright. One more though. It was aware of it, and it's able to sort of fly out of the way before he can make the strike.
I will use my final action to shield block.
Alright. Bring
Or
the
rather,
shield on your arm. This one is already dead. Go over to Kiba. Kiba, last we got to you, you were grabbed by this one.
That's right. We're having a jolly old time soaring through the sky. Not very high. I think we're actually fairly low to the ground, aren't we?
Actually, like, pretty much being dragged across the ground as it's got those mandibles in here.
Cool. Well, he's not really stopping me from using my glaive, is he?
Not at all.
Yeah, double checking. It is indeed a glaive right now. Excellent. Well, the best way to get out of being grabbed is to kill something. So why don't we give that a try? I'll show him the artisticness of my methods.
So you slam the staff into its side. It's true. Go for the damage.
Oh, it's in bow staff form. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Wherever it is, still solid hit. Breaking through the carapace, but it's still got a hold of you and still holding on.
I have great news. I have 2 attacks.
Okay. And one more strike, though, is
That
not going to
Doesn't
hit.
look right, so I'm going to re-roll it because I need this. Never mind.
It was never going to happen.
Really doesn't want you to have it.
As it's sort of wrestling with you, you find not enough space to make a second strike as it bears down.
Let me think. What could I possibly do with a third action right now? Oh, I know what I can do. I can perform. Because the thing's currently inactive. So I'm not going to bother with a focus point for this one. There's no point. I'm just going to cast it.
Okay. Shouting out one final courageous anthem to maybe spur your eyes on to finish this fight. Alright. Parenth, over to you.
Well, Parents is going to grab some rocks or rubble from the ground, and he's going to launch them at that dragonfly with Cube
Okay.
I love that.
using Reach Spell.
Tap it into some of that easy magic there. And as the rock flies, it just barely scrapes across its back. No hit there.
Well, that's all 3 of his actions.
Alright, now panning over to Giraffe, who was left on the other side of the pond here, but you still feel some of that speed you were granted at the start of the fight.
Awesome. So with one stride action, could I only go like 2 spaces in the water?
So it's difficult terrain, so it's half your movement speed, essentially.
Half.
So 25
Movement
would be...
speed's 25, so...
So you could move only 2 spaces, since you would have to have like a 10 to continue through the third space. So you'd have to spend 2 actions, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I am quickened, I'm going to use 1 quickened action to move 2 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
1 normal action to move 2 spaces. Then I have 2 actions left. I'm going to use 1 for a lunge attack with my axe. I'm going to use the other one to parry.
Okay. So, rushing across the water, keeping your distance. If you can...
When I say axe, I mean Mombele.
Right. Well, as usual, natural 20. Roll for your crit. As you sort of lunge across the water, just barely getting into distance before it zips away, that's definitely going to destroy it, stabbing straight through.
And a d8 of temp.
Mm-hmm. As the bloodthirst draws back a little bit of that precious blood from it.
A lot, actually. That was a max roll.
Mm-hmm. And that...
Then gonna parry, and that's my turn.
Mm-hmm. And that leaves us with only this one in the back, also badly injured as much as the rest have been. Seeing as Gaz is the easiest target in front of it, it's going to go for some mandible strikes just in this flurry of, well, instinct, really. But that's going to miss. Second attack, though, sort of probing your defenses and finds a way around your shield, where it deals a hefty chunk of damage there. It is then going to attempt to grab. Of course, for the remaster, roll an athletics check against your fortitude DC without map there, and I do believe that'll get a grab a hold of you.
Absolutely, yes.
As it chomps down those mandibles, holds on tight. Actually, hold on. I'm forgetting it's slowed. You are not grappled.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nice.
I always get ahead of myself. Anyway, Yarmus here. Over to you.
Right. Yarmos has the second skunk bomb ready for this fellow and slings it at the dragonfly.
Okay.
That's a huge range on that composition.
That is a powerful hit.
Quote unquote powerful.
Enough to kill it. As you slam the bomb into its side, the choking vapors of it really push it past its limit. It sort of struggles before falling to the ground, and the last of the buzzing of those massive wings, that droning that was getting to your heads, is finally ceased. That'll be that combat. Give yourselves 120 experience points.
$120, you said?
Mm-hmm. Certainly a severe sort of encounter.
What's our luck with these giant insects?
We seem to have some sort of trend going against these things, don't we?
Let's hope those cloaks are worth it.
We've fought ground-based insects, now we've fought airborne insects. Next insects we find must be seaborne.
Well, we are in the sort of environment for it.
If nothing else, think of it this way. This is going to continue to improve our good name.
I'd rather take something that'll help improve our own health at this point.
I would take that as well.
Yeah, especially considering how difficult that was.
And you hear a rustling after a moment as you're sort of collecting yourselves. You think to reach for your blades, but then you remember there's a certain halfling fellow that was asking for these dragonflies to be slain in the first place. They sort of rush out of the fens here. Oh, you really got him, didn't you?
It took a lot out of us, but yeah.
Well, I must say, if I'd have been caught by those things, I don't think I could have survived even close to what you did. If you don't mind, I'm gonna start getting these harvested. And I'll have something sent from you, from that wizard who wanted these capes. Or cloaks, or wanted to make some cloaks with them, of course. He'll send one off to you, I'm sure.
Sounds fine with me. You know where to send it?
Hey, you're the Barons, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, I'll send it over there. You get gifts all the time, don't you?
Not that often, actually.
Well then, I'm gonna get to work here. Starts pulling out all these tools to start delicately, surprisingly, cut away these wings.
Do you want us to stay here, or are you okay?
I know these swamps pretty well. If I can't fight it, I'll be able to get out of its way, certainly. And so, that leaves you guys with a little bit of at least rest after that encounter with those flies there.
Hopefully those are the apex predators around here. We can get a night's rest uninterrupted.
No, we're the apex predators around here.
So, what are you guys doing from here?
Probably find a place to bunker down and rest for a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah, this was the nighttime reconnaissance roll, I'm pretty sure we had.
Yeah, it was pretty much, I think, your last one for the day. And of course, having dealt with the predators here, you doubt that you're gonna have any trouble sleeping for the night here.
Do giant dragonflies even predate on, like, fish? Giant larvae? Giant plankton?
John, what?
Was just wondering what they predate on. Fish? Birds?
Well, you could always roll a nature check for that.
Oh. I could give it a try.
Well, it gives you the impression that, yeah, you remember that these kind of dragonflies would, I mean, in their normal size, would swoop down and take little minnows and other things out of water or something. But these ones, being so massive, make you think they must have had some pretty big fish to consume to get to those sizes.
I like what I'm hearing.
I had assumed that it was an entirely different species from regular dragonflies, but that is very interesting to hear.
Well, they're not regular dragonflies. They're still big versions of them. It's not like they're like the normal ones to... They didn't grow to this size from being a normal dragonfly, no.
So dragonflies aren't like lobsters in Golarion.
Maybe not. But yeah. For this night, go ahead and do your rests here. Storing your resources as getting used to the swamp air and perhaps preparing yourselves for whatever other predators lurk within these swamps. Alrighty. As the night goes past, you all sort of bunker down, getting your rests, getting ready for the next day. From here on, where are you guys going? Where do you explore next?
Well, I think the plan was to continue towards where the boggarts said their home was.
I think the original plan was to actually to sweep diagonally, but like if we want to go straight to the boggarts right now, good with that.
I am definitely good with exploring more first.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go down this way, then back up.
Alright.
This accent probably.
So, as you all sort of come to an agreement here, head a little bit southwards to get a better lay of the land here. And you're realizing as you're going through Hooktongue here, the swamps, everything is extremely soggy. It's even difficult to find dry land to walk on half the time. You end up winding your way through sort of past every little rivulet that runs through these places, avoiding ponds filled with muck and many insects. And here, as you get here, whoever's doing the reconnoitering, roll your perception check.
You're after a specialist.
Okay, so, Giraffe, as you are having a look through this area here, there isn't all that much of particular note, at least here. Spends a good half of your day, though,
Better
to
than
really,
a bunch of dragonflies.
to really like explore it, because of the what would essentially be greater difficult terrain of the whole swamp here. But you have a little bit of energy still left in you for the rest of the day, so.
To the west.
And as you're heading in this direction, roll me another reconnoiter. It is here, though, Giraffe, that you find a place that looks a little bit different than the rest of the swamp here. So far, it's all been just soggy and murky and what you'd expect, but here, it seems like a part of the river was powerful enough to carry a lot of trees. Whatever rotten trees would have fallen into the river naturally or otherwise seem to end up sort of at a curve in the river here, creating this mound of rotting vegetation. These sort of almost stacked logs and other things get pushed up against the shore and create a sort of almost warren of these like 15-foot high sort of mounds of soggy, sort of half-decayed plant matter and such. Seems like this has been happening for a very long time, too.
What's the deal with these warrens?
Not sure. I thought you were supposed to be the nature guy.
Well, sorry, I didn't study swamps. I'm used to plains.
Can we take a closer look at these?
Yeah.
Grant is kind of curious.
So, as you're getting a little bit closer, sort of padding up to it, you definitely get a stench coming from it. And you can notice that there's a lot of these little, like, meandering tunnels in it. What you imagine would be maybe some sort of swampland beaver or plenty of other animals that make burrows around here have made use of this. But amongst them, quite readily seen, is a larger opening. Seemingly humanoid size at the very least.
Well, Draft, do you want to go check it out?
I don't know. Why not? No, actually, no. Something's off. Not sure what.
Wanna roll
Can I make some
a-
kind of a nature or survival check to see if I know why they would smell bad? Or what's their deal?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a survival check, yeah. Well, your best guess is that it's some other natural process that's making this just rotten, decaying, and smell terrible. It's not what's coming to your nose that's strange, but your ears do perk up as you hear something. You hear something from deep within that entrance there, that humanoid looking one, or at least humanoid sized. And you hear the sound of singing, of humming. It's enthralling how, well, beautiful it sounds. Giraffe, make me a will save.
Oh no.
Next, can you go on the Twitch and ban that guy?
Coming?
There's
Mods
a
ban this guy.
mods.
I'm not actually looking at the chat, so I don't know what he's doing, but
No, it's just one of those stupid advertisements.
yeah, I assume so.
I'm on it. I didn't have a stream open.
No problem. But as you hear this, you hear somehow almost like interpret through the voice that it wants you to. It's inviting you. It's bringing you closer. You feel so enthralled that your footsteps bring you closer to that entrance. As the sort of little rotten sort of wood and roots sort of tangle in the way, you sort of brush them aside as the rest of your party watches on.
Oh no.
Well, Giraffe, what do you see in there?
Giraffe's just walking towards it.
I'm gonna go try to grab you.
Kiba, stepping in and close enough to hear yourself, I need a will save from you. You find yourself even, unfortunately, more enthralled than Giraffe. It's inviting you in, and it's beautiful, and Shellen wouldn't want you to deny this, well, being of an audience to this music.
Yeah, why would I do that?
Oh boy, I can't wait for all of us to make a conga line down this hole.
Me too. Come on.
The rest of you still have enough distance that you're not being affected by it, but your allies are entering at this moment.
Gaz looks between Ferenf and Yamuzir. So I should probably stop them.
Hey, are you two alright? Yarmashir goes up to grab Kiba.
Alright, roll me a will save.
You got this.
And Yarmasir as well. You're sort of struck by the beauty of it. And you find yourself joining them. I'm thinking of that SpongeBob episode about the dumb ray.
Do we hear this singing kind of in the distance a bit?
You can certainly surmise that there is something about the song that is enthralling them, yes.
Gaz, you got any what's the word?
Earplugs?
Yes, those.
None at all. Unless you're intending to plug your ears with pints of oil.
That's probably not good for your health. I don't have a spell for this, unfortunately.
There's always the manual way. If you climb on my back, you can hold my ears shut, and I'll try to grab them. Just try to not listen to the music yourself or something.
Well,
If only I had like bullhorn prepared right now.
you never know when you need it. As your allies, as you're trying to think of something, your allies have slipped through the gap and have entered the tunnels.
Gaz just visibly face palms and just settles with walking in and trying to save them himself.
Okay, roll me a will save.
Surely you can pass this. Surely. I am.
Well.
Apparently not.
You guys have hero points and you're not using them as well, so...
Yeah,
I kind of want to
gonna
see what
spend one
happens.
for free. I'm spending one.
Alright. Someone's gotta...
Nope.
But yes,
Someone is not me.
as you as well become enthralled by it.
Parent is gonna throw something at Gaz, like a rock or something.
Okay. Roll me
Telekinetic
a
projectile.
telekinetic. Yeah, we'll just say you pick up a pebble with the telekinetic the spell, and
Yeah.
roll me your spell attack roll. Would that be that would certainly be a hit.
That is actually yeah, that hits definitely.
Sort of knocks you in the back of the head. Roll me a DC 11 flat check, Gaz.
Glee.
Okay, well, as you're hit in the back of the head, you become so angry that you don't care about any stupid music and you turn around to see who threw it.
Oi! What was that about?
Why'd you just walk in there? It looked like you were gonna have to lose your mind.
Well, it's a nice song, you know. I just had to check it out.
Can you get the others? Barrett is gonna try to cover his ears and head up there as well. It's really, really weird looking.
I'm not sure how a four-legged creature does that, but
I'll use a mage hand for that.
sure, yeah. So, as you sort of cover your ears going in, roll me a will save, you'll get a +2 bonus to it. Or the DC will be lower by 2. Okay.
Someone who's competent.
Baronth, you are maybe the only one in the party who's stronger of will than to let this music take over your entire sort of wants and needs and desires, and you're able to push through it. You're not affected, and Gaz was already broken out of it. Gaz, you don't need to make the save anymore as well.
Thank goodness.
But this all happened as your allies already went into the tunnel, and you see them sort of disappearing around a corner. At least you'll be of your own minds to see what is happening next. I'm going to move you guys to a new scene.
I hope you guys miss us. Just
least we'll
not
be
with your
broken out of
rocks.
it.
Make sure you hit us with your rocks.
Let's
At
change
least
the
we'll be
music.
broken out of it if we start getting mauled.
There we go.
Ah, there we go.
There we are. Alright, so. The rest of you, Kiba, Giraffe, and Yarmasir. As your allies are catching up to you, you guys, Parath and guys, you can move if you want to. You have come closer to hear more of that beautiful song. And you see that there are other audience members here as well. You see these two massive, flappy-looking, fish-headed giants of a sort. They seem sentient, they have these weapons and sacks at their side, and they are looking across to the left. And it is there, from the darkness, amongst all of those roots, you also see tentacles. Tentacles sort of lightly pulling their way forward, closer across the room, before you actually do see a figure, a woman. At least the top half of a woman. Seems the back half of her is made of some sort of shell, but with the song and with, well, them looking beautiful, enhanced by the song perhaps as well, you find yourselves entranced. She sort of speaks out, lowering the song from your minds a little bit, but still keeping you a little bit enthralled. We have new guests. New guests, please. Don't you want to hear more? What are you doing out in those swamps? What are you doing getting all muddy out there? All tired and hungry, aren't you? Why don't you let us take care of you, and you can hear this song all you want. I need a will save from you three once more, as she seems to be casting some sort of spell. As she sort of let go of the other effect, she's banking on this succeeding against you, it seems. Apparently you hear...
Kinda moving up to try to break these people out of it
Surely,
as this is going on.
Mm-hmm. However, as your allies are sort of approaching and sort of maybe... what are you exactly doing, Parent, to break them out?
He was gonna start throwing stuff at them.
Okay. Roll me another...
Or if this is like a singular spell, like compelling them, try to dispel it. I imagine he might be able to tell the closer he gets.
It doesn't seem to be any sort of singular spell. Roll me a occultism check, though. So I'm trying to get an understanding of this. Should put on different music here. Let's do warp class. There we go. So, as you are trying to figure this out, you realize immediately that she is beginning an unveiling ritual, trying to keep them docile enough with her song along the way to allow her to, well, inveigle them, or unveil, however you want to say it. In fact, a long time ago, you guys were granted the knowledge of this ritual. Though I don't think anybody added it. Either way, you know unveil to be just basically a semi-permanent, like, ensorceling sort of charm. And with that knowledge, I will say, you're able to pretty easily sort of like ruin the ritual, sort of stepping forward, throwing pebbles and shouting. Gaz, what do you think you're doing in this time as well?
Very good question. I think I would also use just a stone and chuck it at whoever looks the most entranced.
Okay. So, for the purposes of it, Parenth, I use your sort of knowledge check to determine how much help your allies get. Gaz, also roll me an attack roll. Whatever you got.
All right.
Though, as you're trying to get up to your allies, you're getting caught in some of the roots. You're struggling to get the gears working after pushing through all this rubbish and stuff. It's not really helpful, but at the very least, Parenth is still sort of has the knowledge to break the ritual, just interrupting it, disrupting it in some minor way, since it's like a long-term spell. And as that occurs, the creature, this sireness, whatever they are, stops, and the music, song, sort of stops as well, as her face contorts into this bitter, angry one. How dare you? I'm only trying to offer them what you cannot. And with that, Kiba, Giraffe, and Yarmasir, you feel a little bit more yourselves again as you realize what's happening.
You can't take these people over. They are my people.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's
What
right.
rises?
I'm... What?
These swamps are mine. Those frogs are mine, these giants are mine, and soon all the rest will be mine. They will all know my song. And you will be mine as well.
Oh, you're a lot less pretty when you're not singing.
Just kill them or knock them out. Perhaps then it'll be more amiable. I need your initiatives.
Oh boy.
Can't believe he's trying to poach our workforce.
Almost got the 19. Roll 29.
Alright,
Well,
so.
you to assume I have any initiative.
Oh, how did. No, yeah, you're there.
I know.
Oh, okay. You're just at the bottom. Yeah. So, with that being said, she does seem to know how to fight herself, as she very quickly, after shouting this, brings her hands together and draws upon one of your mines. You look like a protector. How about you turn your blade on your allies for me? She casts Dominate on you, Kiba. I need a will save.
Alright. Will, I can totally do that. I'm the best one in the group in Will. It's actually a lie, I'm the worst one in the group.
And as this spell strikes at your mind, you fight just enough that you think you might have a chance to break it in the future, but it's not enough to find yourself turning your blade, or not turning your blade against your allies. There we are. You've always wanted to, I'm sure. Now, I'll be back here. She sort of adjusts her position a little bit. That'll be her turn as you, Oaf, go forward. Kill them. Well, don't, but just knock them out. As it sort of rushes forward. Of course, yes. Kill for pretty lady. So it seems to have this sort of gaff, this sort of fish hook spear almost, and is going to strike towards Giraffe here. Or actually, they're gonna try to.
Raise your standards, man. You
You're
deserve better.
They're gonna try to intimidate first, and I think that's going to be a failure, right? It just strike with the gaff then, as they sort of roar out towards you, but in that sort of veiled state, they don't seem too passionate. They still hit you though. Don't have your guard up in time. They take 22 off of you. And that'll be their turn. As they sort of block the gap between her and you guys, we finally go to Yarmosir. What do you do?
Yarmosir spends one action recalling knowledge about the marsh giants.
Mm-hmm.
That's nature? Question mark.
Ah, sorry. Yes, that is a society check.
Gotcha. Officially humanoids.
Alright, 20... I shouldn't be saying that out loud, but it is still a success, actually.
Gotcha.
What do you want to know about them? They look to you to be marsh giants. Sort of almost fish-like humanoid, of a cousin of the true giants, but very degenerated for the swamp.
Any weaknesses?
No weaknesses.
Gotcha. Alright. In that case, Yarmos is going to follow up by using what's already in his hands. One is an energy mutagen for Giraffe, electric as usual.
Okay.
And the other is a skunk bomb. He goes straight for the Enchantress. Trying to stick a slow before anything else happens.
Alright. This will be at lesser cover since you got something big in front of you defending her,
Gotcha.
so +1 to her AC, which, either way, it's still going to be a miss as the giant sort of gets in the way of the strike. It goes a little bit wide, but it still plants itself next to her.
That's
So-
fine. It splashes both of them, and we
Mhm.
get 2 fortitude saves as a result.
That we do. It didn't seem to update your thing. What's your DC right now?
My DC is currently 29. Yeah,
Okay.
I keep on editing it, but it also turns back
I think that's
Fine.
just because it's I actually don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But they both do succeed as it just splashes near them. They get a little waft of it, but no trouble to them. As I think that was your turn.
That's it for my turn. Yeah.
All right, Gaz.
Oh, well, start out with all reliable and do an overdrive, and hopefully not critically fail and cripple myself for the rest of this fight.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Driving it up, getting all the dirt and muck out of it, and yeah, you have cleaned it enough. It seems.
You know, it's a good thing I've proved it against dirty environments. I mean, it's supposed to work in mines, but it even works in swamps, so that's gonna be neat advertising.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with his, he is going to strike out from his current position, like his fist just pumping out above Kiba as it strikes at the marsh giant's chin.
Okay. A clear shot above, and it really strikes straight into his chin. There's a sort of resounding blow of the metal against it, as yeah, they're pretty clocked. That's a crit.
Of course,
And with
the
that,
the claw opens up, and then the pile driver adds to the blow.
it causes them
Good hit.
a harsh puncture wound across the jaws. They bleed a little bit from it, but otherwise they are not able to be slowed by the strike. They sort of shake their head and get themselves back in the fight. Thank you,
Second
Anonymous.
action, or rather, third action. I will do another map attack.
Okay. And another hit. Roll the damage.
Wonderful.
Just smack in one more time. Yeah, it's sort of 1-2 punch there. And that music is really quiet. Fix that. There we go. Much better.
Advocate.
Alright. And over to Giraffe.
Alrighty, I see two enemies grouped up, and I have poor self-control, so I want to stride to the other side of the sky,
Okay.
risking opportunity attacks, but it's worth it. He doesn't. I'm gonna double slice Gara in Ursula. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say Ursula for ease of pronunciation, and double slice.
It was like Nagara. So, as you do try to strike into her, though, she sort of whips up one of those tentacles and deflects the blow.
I'm going to re-roll that with a hero point then.
You would dare to strike me?
Now for
Still
the second
fail.
attack.
Another hit. Or it will hit, actually.
I do dare. Get out of my head.
As you start to gain some vengeance for that sort of attempted unveiling, you find your mind, or you find your blade actually going into her flesh. Not playing with the minds anymore, but just material on material, flesh on steel, and maybe some shadow essence in there too.
Should be, yeah. Also, I keep on forgetting, because I'm still getting used to Gaz also dealing piercing damage now, but there is also this for the marsh giant.
Gotcha, roll that too. She did succeed on the other poison, and unfortunately did exactly succeed once more because their fortitude save.
As Draft's blade cuts in, Parent kind of launches a ball of salty seawater at this creature.
Brine Dragon Bile. Alright. Make the attack.
I love that spell.
So whip
Wow.
out towards them, but from your position there, it goes a little bit wide as you're trying to sort of get it to strike at her, and misses by 1.
Sorry, can you like roll a second fortitude for her? Because there was 2 shadow essence applications
Sure thing.
from perhaps 2 weapons.
I only hit once.
Yeah, no, yeah, he only went once
he
there.
hit once? Oh, never mind. Sorry, never mind then.
So, Parith unfortunately didn't really strike it with that caustic salt water either. And I think that's Giraffe turns, right?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Okay. Oh, and yep. Thank you again, Anonymous. Really appreciate it. So, Parith, over to you.
I'm gonna try to dispel this control on Kiba.
All right. Sort of pulling up on any sort of reserves you have. That is 4th rank. All right. But
I'm gonna re-roll that.
okay.
Not any better.
It's not going to do too much there. And do remember, like, a Dominate is a 6th level spell, so only a 5th level on a success would even do it, unless this natural 20 essentially.
Gotcha. I don't have it prepared at that level, unfortunately.
But it's still worth a shot, as you try to pull her grip from his mind, but it's still firmly there.
And as the last action, I'm gonna try to recall knowledge on her.
Okay.
What kind of roll would that be?
Oh, yes. I always forget. It is a occultism check for her. Okay. Your best guess is that she is some sort of aberration of a sort, something that doesn't belong. But that's your best guess. It's still a failure on the recall knowledge.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Over to the other marsh giant there. It's going to get a flank against Giraffe. You stupid. Die. Very simple creature.
Rude.
Oops.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't
rude.
mean to move. There we go. Go for a strike there.
Stupid.
Still does slice in, and actually, as it got closer to you, it sort of will be pulling away with that hook as if to cause a lot of bleeding from that strike, twisting the hook. So you take 3d6 persistent bleed damage.
Oh, no save? Oh, no.
Yep, they just spend 2 actions, and if they hit, they can yank on the hook and cause you to bleed for the rest. That'll be their turn. Now, we go over to
Got a
Kiba.
glaive in hand.
And Kiba, you hear shouting across the room. Now fight for me, defend me, as Shellin would want you to. I need you to, and since it's a controlled condition, I can directly dictate what you do. So she's gonna have you attack Gaz here.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Uh,
What do you mean, yes?
Let's go for a single strike.
Alright, take this.
And,
Oh.
well, it will miss him.
would you like to hear a point at Kiba?
I'm out of hero points.
And even so, I can't use them even if I wanted to, but it would be...
We get one in 6 minutes.
I mean, yeah.
Do we?
I'm not gonna be that much.
Do we
Yeah,
get it in
just
6
start
minutes
it.
or 36?
In
We
6
start
minutes.
at 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do it that way. We're gonna end at the same time though tonight,
Okay.
just
Oh, okay.
because I know a few people need to go to sleep at that time. But
I
either
love
way,
sleeping.
It's one action.
another action. Go for another strike. Come on now, hit them. Don't hold back.
Hold back.
And you are holding back. Just enough of your mind is making it so that, well, you're striking Gaz as if you're sparring them. As maybe you guys have sparred in the past, he sort of catches on and is able to deflect these blows. Just barely, though. As the blade sort of shakes in her hand, she says, just kill that dragon then. I've no use for one. You move there. Alright.
And I will save at the end of the turn, or
Actually, yes, because you didn't crit fail. Roll me a will save, Kiba.
Alright. Luckily, I'm the 5th highest in the group. So this shouldn't be that bad.
16, total of 32. That is going to exactly succeed. So you are
Sweet.
free from that control. You idiot! You don't know what's good for you, do you? Sorry, you, Monsieur.
It's not thing important.
Okay. She's going to take a step back. Fine then. This one
Dominate me
seems
again?
weak of will.
Was that a step?
Step. I was a step of his 5 feet. Dominate.
Why
Giraffe.
must our enemies be smart?
I need a will save from you, Giraffe, as she once again tries to take control of you. Tries to turn your blade against your allies. 32
Oh,
is one
fails by 1.
below the DC. So, you find your mind is taken over by this domination. Your blades seek for the blood of your allies for once. Where's the control
Boy,
condition?
I can't wait to be crit.
Me too.
There we are. Beat them down. So, with this one, he is going to turn his gaff upon Yarmsir here. And you're able to scamper out of the way, getting away from it. And they're going to take a step here, just to push, almost like with their mass, give a little bit more room to the lady in the back that they are defending. They're going to make another strike quickly at Yarmsir, which will hit. But this time they didn't have the actions to do the pull, like the vicious pull, so they don't cause any bleeding on you. But 19 damage, likewise. Now Yarmsir, over to you.
Alright, Yarmos here is going to go ahead and pull out, valet to himself 2 new concoctions. One is going to be a, one is, actually no, they're both going to be skunk bombs. And then he tries to skunk bomb the Ursula once more.
Okay. Just sling it across
Want to
though.
reroll that?
Okay. Wow. It wasn't meant to be, as it sort of skids past her and sort of blows up in a corner there, to no real effect.
Critical failure?
Critical failure.
Or, well, Yarmos is going to go ahead and scamper far away from Giraffe.
Okay. The scamper, sort of rush,
Yeah, that's
pushing your allies aside.
Good luck. You guys fought Giraffe hand to hand more, right? You can do it. That's it for Yarmos' turn.
Alright, Gaz, over to you.
I assume I just can't squeeze like between this guy.
Not there,
and
no.
the one. Gotcha. It's annoying. I will start out with my bracelet of dashing in that case.
Okay. Just twisting the ring on your arm. Feel a little bit more.
With my little bit of extra movement, I will get myself in position to bully the wizard.
Okay.
And also probably get hit by Giraffe, but...
I'm sorry.
Guess I'm safe.
These guys who rush up
Just
into the
realized
fray.
it actually shows if you're flanking now. That's really convenient.
Alright.
Anyways, in preparation of future events, I will first raise my shield.
Shield goes up. And that did you get? Because you did the bracelet, ran, and got the shield right in front. Are you trying to scare me, to interject? Show them proper manners. Giraffe, I need you to make a double slice against Gaz.
Oh, she knows. Oh, that sucks. Okay, Gaz, I'm sorry.
I'll live.
Oh,
Critical
come on.
hit through the shield.
Owie.
Come on.
I will use my shield block immediately.
Okay. See how much you can deflect with this. And there would be poison coming with it too, yeah.
Oh no.
So, hit the block button on that damage, and then that should apply correctly there. Oh, well, you hit the block button first, and then the damage, like the in the menu there. Oops, sorry, there we go. Just have to...
It's not doing anything on my.
Huh, okay. maybe it's not equipped or something, but your shield. Oh, your shield is yeah, your shield is blown
it's
up
a
by
buckler,
like
not gonna
it's
do
just
much.
he slices right through it. It's destroyed. So you have to delete that actually.
For my third action, could I use quick reversal?
Um.
I presume not, since
No,
the Marsh Giant's considered
Yeah,
Ingaro's ally.
she's got you on guys there, and yeah, you're not going to be able to sort of pass that by her. But still, guys, you take that 45, and since the hardness was 3, you get 3 health back, remember? So, after that, though, I need 2 fortitude saves, 1 for the poison, the shadow essence that, unfortunately, Yarmsir had placed upon that blade, and then the fortitude save for the thundering effect.
Oh goodness.
Boom of that sonic rune as it strikes into you, sort of destroying the shield.
Even against the party, the poison has no effect.
Yeah, this song is too loud. I mean,
Yeah, it's like that.
and 31, 35, you are just fine, yeah. So, pushing right through that. Now I need the second attack on your double slice.
Oh, you're right, there's more coming.
Though this one is only a hit. As you sort of stumble back from the first, they sort of lunge in for the second. No, keep going. I want that one eviscerated. Just make a third attack.
Okay. Doing it with my non-agile weapon.
Mm-hmm. And that will definitely miss. As he's sort of stumbling away, trying to avoid the strikes. And maybe somewhere in you, Giraffe, you're trying to pull away, but some of that bloodlust has spurred you on there. You take some bleeding damage, and roll me your will save at the end of your turn.
What about the check against bleed? Yeah, the recovery.
Yeah, it's in the chat there. You roll the damage, or hit the damage button, and then, yeah. So, the bleed does get removed. It staunches, but that control is still on you. You have another round to go with it.
Annoying.
Parenth, over to you.
I'm going to cast Slow on Ursula.
I
Okay.
really wish I silenced Ursula.
Roll her fortitude save, which she is not the best at. You see, as those tentacles that are flapping around and she's sort of trying to bring more spells into her hands, all slowed down from all of your perspectives. What is this done? Kill that one first. Stop them. They are slowed.
With the mention of killing Parenth, he's going to cast Shoot.
Okay. As this barrier comes up just in time for this marsh giant to rush right past and towards you, Parenth. Stop casting spells. They just lunge at you with this sort of twisting strike. The shield just barely ablates enough of it not to make a vicious one, though. So, not a crit.
Redemption.
And redemption as well.
Think about what you're doing.
They're enfeebled and spirit damage, bleed, right? Yeah, it's the persistent damage, remember?
It'd be a persistent damage through 3 spirit damage, I think?
Yeah, I got it.
Because I think it's my charisma.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
it's...
charisma modifier, equal.
Ooh, 4. We're up to 4 now.
Oh, okay, I'll change that.
Yeah, level 10, big numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is new.
But as the strike lands, it's still going to hurt. It's still going to rip at your scales, Parenth. You become a little bit, you start bleeding a little bit from the strike as they twist the hook. Add that there. All right. Now, Kiba, as we get to you, I'm going to fix his spirit damage real quick, but what do you do?
Well,
Forward.
I can't get to the horrible lady, so I'm going to try to bring down, or at least contribute to bringing down one of these. One of them has been affected more than the other. So I will Bring my glaive. Before I say that sentence, I'm going to sing.
Okay. And in this sort of cloistered place here, this small environment, you don't find a lot of hope or joy, but you're still able to bring up something in the hearts of your allies. Just barely a success.
Barely.
Red.
Okay. Now I have 2 actions. I'm gonna go for, I believe, a double strike.
Okay.
Strike 1.
First one just barely misses them. They're not too hard to strike, but
Not hero pointing it in this fight.
no.
Just in case. Strike 2.
Strike 2 will just barely hit because
Oh
you
my
have a flank
gosh.
with Gaz.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Love it.
Strike into this weakened one here. A little bit of the flames burn his flesh, and
the
perhaps
poison someone survived the entire round of domination.
they are certainly going to be sort of imposed on by this shadowy essence that sort of corrupts and eats away at their flesh as well. So, stage 1. Go ahead and roll me the damages, Jarmus.
Wonderful. Finally.
14 necrotic, or rather not necrotic anymore. It's
Void.
Void, yes. And 8 poison as well. Starts to course along their arm there. And Kiba, that's you, right?
Yep, that's me. It's done.
Alright. So, over now to Nagara. She is going to... let's see. Well, if you're going to try to slow me down, I'll slow down your mind instead. Feeble mind, Parenth. I need a will save. You feel this itch that begins to grow and grow upon your mind as you find your mental faculties being reduced to nothing.
Re-roll that.
Yeah.
If you
Oh my god.
don't
that
roll
crit
better.
effect.
I'm glad that your
Much better.
intellect wasn't permanently reduced below that of an animal.
Yes. So, as you find it itching and growing across your mind, you all of a sudden realize what this spell is going to do, what this spell is. You've read about it, and your mind is your most precious asset to you. Really. Well, maybe other things are, but you succeed. You're only stupefied for 1 round. For 2.
If he got a critical failure, can we like bring him back with an awaken ritual?
Remove curse.
Maybe. I would allow that one to work, certainly, yeah. Or remove curse, or yeah, something like that. But
We have a awakened animal though, so like all of us.
just you wait. Your mind will be ours. Mine.
Just you wait. I'm gonna get you soon.
Okay. So, over to this guy here. He is going to strike back towards Gaz as he sort of directs him. Keep them away from me. Missing though on that strike. Then for this one, they're going to do the twist the hook thing, trying to do for 2 actions that little bleed effect as well, but they're not able to do. You realize that command is going for that one and turn around to defend yourself just in time. So, Yarmsir.
Right. Yarmashir is going to use the stump on his hand and toss it at this guy. Fellow.
Mm-hmm. And it will exactly hit.
Wonderful. There's the damage and then the effect.
So blast it into them, they'll take the 8.
Both it and its compatriot will be in the splash,
Mm-hmm.
so it's going to win.
Splashes over
point
them.
saves.
The one that was outside on the splash there does critically succeed, just wafts it away. But the other one you hit, and hit true, they're going to be sickened and slowed while they're sickened as they're coughing and wheezing there.
It's only a second because it gets 1 stage better when it's in a splash.
Nope, that's the one that
So
was hit,
direct
though.
hit.
That's not the splash
Oh, that
one.
was the one that was it?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, gotcha, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Yarmos is going to go ahead and quick alchemy up another skunk bomb, just one of the lesser variety, and proceeds to target the other marsh giant with it. This one will be a debilitating bomb with Dazzled, and here he goes.
Alrighty. Bomb goes out. And a 19 definitely strikes true again. Bomb bursts on them. They'll take the 5, and the other one takes the 1. And once again, Skunk Bomb threatens to slow these guys' reactions down as they wheeze through it. Oops, there we go. Fort saves for both of them. And that will be a failure again for the one that's already slowed. A success for this guy, so they're slowed, or sickened 1.
Sickened 1. And apparently it needs a second fortune save for the debilitating bomb effect. I don't know. Yeah.
And that's a failure.
Yeah, now it's dazzled.
Sort of a little bit of flash powder in it, sort of blows up across them, momentarily blinding them.
And that's it for Yarmos' turn.
Alright.
Bunch of enemies disabled, a bit more.
That's what the alchemist does best. Gaz, over to you.
Gaz snickers to himself as he pulls out his tools and looks with malicious intent towards Giraffe. You know, I've always wanted to do this. He's going to tamper with Giraffe's weapons.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's the reflex DC of Giraffe.
I've hero point that.
Okay. That's definitely a success. So, with that, Giraffe, all of a sudden, like, some of your weapons... Actually, do you have to target one of them? Let me see. Yeah, you do target one of the weapons. So which of them? The Mombole or the Bloodthirst?
I'll go for the Bloodthirst.
Okay. So, with that, I'll just do it on my end. Effect weapon there, and Bloodthirst. There it is. So it's just sort of like tamper with Bloodthirst. You sort of unscrew the pommel a little bit and make it sort of imbalanced for a moment. Might help.
Bloodfish is held together with a screw.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you can actually unscrew pommels pretty easily. Don't you know how to end them rightly? Anyway, anything else, guys?
Yes, the second action will be spent uppercutting the weird squid lady.
Uh-huh.
The squiddy, if you will.
Squiddy. Alright.
Simmer down over there.
That's going to be a failure, as you try to strike out one of those tentacles flaps away.
Oh, that is annoying. Third action, I will use my jaws against Giraffe to get him back to normal, hopefully.
Okay. Remember, you do miss there. But something tells you as well, after you sort of test that, he's got a lot more focus than you've seen before when other effects have sort of taken control. He's not confused, just wailing around all over the place. He is controlled. You can't strike somebody out of control. But now you know.
That is definitely good to know for the future.
Alright, Giraffe.
I'll deal with this one. Go and kill that blue one.
Giraffe, you're gonna stride over towards Parith, however many strides it takes. But the shortest route, though.
Okay. Difficult terrain for enemies, right?
It's an
Nope,
ally.
they're allies right now. So they let you pass.
That was 10,
You do
15.
good there. Double slice Parith.
Hi, parent.
Hi, Baron.
You've always wanted to do this.
No.
And now is the time you roll low. Okay. Missing on the
Think
first.
of all the times he stiffed you when you were paying at the tavern.
As Parith, you see him coming, you know what's going to happen. But you've been bopped upside the head many times by Parith, so you know how to avoid it. As you sort of, dodge and duck away from his wild strikes there.
Amazing.
Draft, don't get too excited about this.
Parent, over to you.
Can a dominated person make reactive strikes?
Let's look at the effect again. Let me see. Not often that controlled comes up. Including reactions. So yes, they have... It's basically like they are fully in control of themselves, they're just being turned on you guys. So he can make a reaction against you. And he will.
Okay, I am going to step. I can still barely see her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try a different spell that I picked up recently.
Phantasmal Killer. But
Doesn't matter.
as you try to apparate, you can use hero points on the flat checks.
I am out.
Alright. Well, I have nothing else to tell you. You fail. You lose the spell as that itch on your mind still pervades as you're fighting back against it. It's lowering quickly. You'll have your faculties back better, but it's too much. You lose the incantation for Phantasmal
Really?
Killer.
You really saw the evil necromancer and thought, I should try to copy that.
Yes. It works so well against Draft.
Yeah.
Your spells won't work and your allies' blades will find you true.
Oh, sorry, Giraffe. We need a will save from you. Ten on the dice is not enough.
But we have passed 8 o'clock and I have a hero point, so I'm going to use it.
Okay. Once more, but
Oh,
this
come
is
on.
a difficult thing
No.
to get control
Oh,
of.
goody.
Come on.
It's going to take a little bit more than that. So, with that being said, Parent, you got the damage right and roll of recovery?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, so this Marsh Giant, not really having any room to go anywhere else, they're going to turn their gaff upon Kiba. First, though, trying to roar in their face. Get away from her!
Get out of my swamp.
Get out of my swamp.
It's going to be a failure, though, on that intimidation. Certainly, Kiba. It's not really... you've seen better. Hit, though. With the twist, as well, as they sort of twist back on the hook. The hook.
Bummer.
The hoose.
3d6 bleed. There we go. Did it apply? No, it didn't. Where to go? Oh, you have that bug where I can't see your buffs, but yeah, it's still there. Okay.
Ah, okay.
So, with that, that's all they can do. You start bleeding through the feathers. What do you do there? Enfeebled would be gone.
Okay. You take it at the end of your... Okay, got it. Wanted to double check and make sure I understood how that worked. Alright, well, I still have a composition going for a couple rounds. I got one Marsh Giant that's kind of in our, blocking our way, so I'm gonna see about taking it down.
Okay.
Not really a whole lot that I think I can do about Giraffe at this point, other than stay within 15 feet of both him and parents. So, strike one on Giant.
Blade comes out. Not too hard to hit him when you get a good alignment on the strike. Does it?
Nice.
And with that, 13 damage to this one. It gets lower and lower, weaker and weaker. It's near death.
See if I can finish him off.
As
Ooh, not with that. Let's
try.
No, I don't want to reroll second strikes.
Is a reaction to his first attack.
Okay. Just spitting up that bile once more. This time, at least your mind remembers you can spit. And it does strike very well. And this is
This is persistent damage.
you're still targeting the lady. So that's why I was confused. 36 should be a critical against this guy. Yes, it is actually. because of the sickened. So roll that damage, we'll double it.
So this is persistent damage on him
Oh, okay.
at the
okay,
end
okay.
of his turn.
Yeah, still roll it out because I can just hit that and do double. There we go. Alright. Spits right into his face. He sort of reaches up. Grr. But yeah,
All right.
Kiba.
That was 2 actions. And a third strike wouldn't exactly be incredible right now. Let me double check my stuff real quick, make sure I'm not really missing anything serious.
Okay.
The only one who'd really benefit from a lay on hands would probably be Gaz at the moment. He's not in range. And since I saw what Parent did, how about this? I'm just gonna see if I can get a scratch off on the Marsh Giant, the barely injured one.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Not
We're
there,
not.
unfortunately. Let's try to strike that one down. So it
That's my turn.
pulls around to deflect. Now, on to the lady. She... Oh, Kiba, you do bleed, roll recover. And, well, How vain is she?
Surely the marshal has a write-up on her personality, right?
Well, I'll have to wait. That one seems to be still following my orders, so I think I don't need to describe it to you. Just lose your mind.
Feeble mind, once more, on Parent. And then a will save. 9 of the dice, 27. You find, at this point, you're not able to push past all of it. You're able to hold your own for a bit, but it feels like you lose everything permanently. Stupefied 4 for an unlimited time.
Oh boy.
It's going to be a lot harder to pull up these incantations in your mind. How will you even, recall what you know? It's all gone. You feel stupid. But, with that, we go to this guy here. He sort of grins lightly in that direction. This guy here is going to, since he is slowed, but still focusing on Gaz, is going to strike a Gaz. With the gaff hook there, we'll
I'm
certainly...
gonna nope that.
Okay. Not a crit because of the sickened, but still very much a hit for 24, a little bit less as Kiba shouts out. But they are still twisting the hook, so that will be 3d6 bleed. There it is. And yeah, they'll go for one more too. One more strike, though does miss because then enfeeblement. So they suddenly find themselves a little bit repentant, or at least pulling their punches more than they might. And this guy starts to get that acid to burn his face. He's almost dead. So.
+4 spirit damage.
Oh yeah. So let me put that on him. But for the moment, Yarmus, what are you doing?
Right. Nearly dead, but not dead, right?
Not dead yet.
Gotcha. In that case, Yarmos is going to pull out another 2 skunk bombs and try to finish this guy off.
Okay. Trying to get some headway finally in this fight. Definitely hits. Roll damage.
Him and his friend.
5 there, 2 there. And roll out the fortitude save for me. There we are.
Here's the,
And 1, actually, the one on the right does critically fail, even though they're in the splash, so they get so much of it still.
yeah.
They're slowed.
That's so cool.
Alright. Yarmos decides to return to the fray and hopefully in the future target the Ursula or something.
Mm-hmm.
He cautiously steps up by next to Kiba. And that's a Freya's turn.
Okay. And now, Gaz, over to you.
Very, very annoyed that she doesn't have any concentrate action. Oh well.
I mean, there's not sustain, no sustain, yeah.
Either way, he is going to try to continue beating her up as best as he can.
Okay.
His allies have his back, and so he will try to do his best.
Striking out, but she's really good at defending herself.
Map attack.
You still do not get this strike through. Those tentacles are throwing everyone aside.
Third map attack, may as well fish for a crit.
What are you hoping to accomplish? Just
Break
give
your
up.
I'm trying to break your focus enough to get my friend back, but I don't think it's quite working.
The explanation was unnecessary.
You asked.
So, do take the bleed damage there, roll recovery check. Giraffe.
Yep.
Unfortunately, your blade is still being turned against your allies.
I still want that dragon dead.
Step and
Oh.
double slice.
Yep. Oh,
I
come
shouldn't have
on.
protected
Going to be a crit
Gaz.
there. To find the opportunity as Parath is sort of backed into a corner here, sort of stalking up towards him.
We really need to get rid of this mind control. I want to
59.
crit my allies.
Roll a fortitude save for the thundering. Oh, and also, because of your crit spec and the shock, Yormus, you're taking total of
Oh boy. Right. Cleaving.
13 damage from the cleave, from the physical
This is
part
just
of it.
frustrating. I was trying to cleave on the enemies, and now.
I'm gonna cry.
Ah,
And also, you do take the electricity damage from that, so 4 extra damage because of the arc of that as well.
So 13 plus 4? 17
Yes.
total?
So,
Gotcha.
yeah. Unless you have any resistance or anything like that.
Nope.
So,
Maybe not.
at the very least, Parent, you're not deafened by that sonic boom. Giraffe, I need your other double slice.
Hey, come on, Giraffe, can't we talk about this?
I wish.
Gosh, you and your rolls. They
Oh, come on!
double-bladed sword. I need another crit.
Why couldn't I have gotten these rolls against Ursula earlier?
30 damage there. And because this is a cleaving electrical... Actually, no, this one doesn't have the electrical rune, so it's just the cleave damage here. So that is 5 extra damage to the Armistier. Oops. I
The
should have
electricity
pressed
comes
that.
from a mutagen, not from a rune.
Yeah, that's what I said. But there's still the axe crit specialization.
Right.
So 5. Alright. So with that, Giraffe, unfortunately, you really did a number on
Will
Parith,
save.
but he's still
Will
alive.
save now.
Will save. Will save the will save.
Surely this time.
Please.
11 on the
Nope,
dice is
depends
not
on
enough.
your good rolls on the attacks.
You need at least a 14 for this effect, because your will being not the greatest. She chose her targets right there. So, Parent, still dealing with Giraffe taken over. And I'm sorry, Giraffe, that you're really not doing much but just killing your allies this
Yeah,
combat.
this is getting really frustrating.
I do apologize. But Parith, what are you gonna do here?
Just fudge my will save.
Still thinking this over. Unfortunately, with Gaz on the other side of the enemies, I can't do any AoEs at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to step away from Giraffe again.
Do you have any, like, dispel magic to get rid of the controlling effect?
I already failed against Kiba with that.
Darn.
Yeah, Dispel Magic is the sort of thing you put in your high level spell slots.
I am going to drain bonded item. I'm gonna try it, but this isn't gonna work because I'm stupefied 4.
Well, at least it does succeed. You're able to pull up the incantations, and you need this to work against Giraffe, but
Ugh.
again, you would have only succeeded if it was critical because that's a 6th level spell in control of them. So unfortunately, you find yourself unable to free him. But there may be other ways, of course. Maybe you just need to survive. Bleed. Yeah, Parenth. You muster up what you can for the moment there, but you fall unconscious at this point. So, you're at dying 1. So, where's dying? There it is. Alright. Now, over to this marsh giant here. They are going to... I mean, yeah, Kiba's in the way. They're going to do a sort of twisting strike here. If they can get the strike in with the dazzle, they can. But the actual, strike itself is a miss. And they're going to go for one final... Actually, no, they can't because they're slowed, so forget that. That's all they do. At least they're pretty debilitated. Kiba.
I'm gonna strike at the giant, and then I'm gonna go heal Parenth.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's how I'm doing this. The 1 strike for giant.
That hits.
Oh, thank goodness.
And 19 is over their HP. So they finally sort of falter before your strike and lead the way, or actually open the way towards that Medusa lady.
Yep. All right. Here comes the lay on hands for you.
Move him aside. There we go. Lay on hands. Keep Parenth in the fight.
There it goes.
Just get rid of those. There we go. Parenth, you awaken once more.
And that's my full turn?
Did you do your recovery check for the bleed? Parenth?
Did I? Yes, I failed.
Okay. Now, Kiva, you were still bleeding, so you take that 9 and roll recovery as well.
Yes, I actually passed one of these.
You all seem to be more strong of will. Perhaps my fangs can make a difference.
She's going to bite towards Gaz. Missing, or actually no, hitting, because she has a technical flank against the... Oh, they're doing
Oh my
reach
god.
now. Okay, yeah, they have reach on it. So yes, that is a hit.
How much reach?
Well, the marsh giant has the reach, so it's
That's a lot.
it's only 1 square. But
It's 5 feet.
Gaz, you take the 15, and you think that didn't hurt too much, but then all of a sudden it sort of pulses something in your veins. I need a fortitude save.
Oh no.
But
Oh,
you're
thank
able
goodness.
to push through that one, at the very least.
You're not the first person who's tried to poison me, don't worry.
There's always another time.
She does hit again. Is there a second action, and only second action, to deal 26 more damage to you guys, which is exactly your HP, okay.
There's a bit of overkill there.
I do need your fortitude save still. Ignore that bleed check because it moved you into the initiative. Did it? Oh, I accidentally... No, you didn't roll your fortitude. Yeah, roll your fortitude.
It disappeared. Strange.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know what happened there. Okay. But you succeed. We'll take that. All right. At the very least, you're not poisoned, and the persistent damage... Did the persistent damage auto-re... You're not taking the bleed anymore. Well, whatever. We'll just ignore that. I don't know what happened. So, with that being all she can do with those 2 actions, we go to Yarmosir.
Oh boy. had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I don't think it'll work. Yarmus instead takes. Actually, no. Yarmus is going to take one for the team, and he's going to first drop his gut bomb. Then he's going to have his familiar valet to him 2 elixirs of life.
Okay.
And then he's going to spend manipulate actions, beating them to parent.
Now you do, yeah. Oops. Did not go with this one. There. Did the scene all of a sudden get darker for the anybody else?
Yep, it was
Yeah.
very brief.
Oh yeah, for a
Huh.
second. The
Seems like
torch is
it's-
flickering, I think.
It's fine on the stream. For some reason, like the lighting broke for the stream for them, but it's still actually working, so it's fine. So 30 more HP.
Yeah, second time. From this second potion.
28 there.
Not to the Marsh Giant, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's for Yarmus' turn.
So, feeding all those down to Parenth. We now go to Giraffe.
Now you have to stop them from healing. Kill that. Kobold.
Don't make me do this.
The other one, right? The other one?
Yarmazir is going to be struck by a double slice.
What do you mean the other one?
Why?
You
Why?
always are rolling so well. It's a crit,
Why?
but at least
Shellen
redemption.
Redemption?
Roll me a DC 11 flat check, Kiba.
Why can't
what?
I get that
Just roll me.
whole freaking
DC 11
Save.
flat check.
Flat check.
Mhm.
Okay. I failed. Hold on, let me try again.
That's
That's a
DC.
D10.
Yeah, it's a D10. 9 of the dice. Okay. I was going to allow him another will save if your redemption, your call for like him to stop was enough, but it's not enough. He takes Yarmazir takes 62 points of damage,
Resistance.
and Kiba takes the electricity damage, which is 4, and the strike damage, which is a total of 16. No, that's 17. 17. So 4 and 17, total 21 to Kiba because of the cleave. This is doing a lot of work here. I need the other double slice.
Guess I'm gonna put an enfeeble on you though.
Oh yes, yes. That will help to slow him down.
Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm allowed to not do the force spirit damage persistent.
That's okay.
I don't think you would do it on Giraffe because Giraffe's not like evil. I'm just gonna say no for now.
Cool.
It's not anathema to you at least.
Thanks. Because I would definitely like to not use it if possible.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, Giraffe!
Come
You
on.
cannot
This is
roll
incredible.
low at any time.
I'm so angry. I am very upset.
The one time we would like you to roll low, you still roll high. 28 damage to Yarmazir, which actually, because of the Glimpse of Redemption, I think you're surviving this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, with a cleave, taking 5 off Kiba here.
No, that's only on a crit. Oh wait, no, it is a crit. Darn
It is a crit.
Yeah.
And
There
now,
is.
map 10 strike at Yarmazir. Or map 8.
Why?
Why couldn't have I gotten any of these crits earlier against the boss?
This is how it'd be.
I know, right?
Enemy.
I mean, you don't roll lower than a 10 normally, Trev.
Yeah, but apparently when I'm doing a will save, I do.
True.
Speaking of which, will save time.
Well, you still have to strike. Use your third action to strike.
Oh,
Map 10.
yep.
Which will miss. So,
Oh my gosh.
sort of stop your flurry, and there's another chance. As you're really hurting your allies, you realize you need to break free of this, but... the wrong rolls for the wrong place.
Why?
We're close enough. Roll me the last hero point you'll get. If you want to, use it.
I do.
13. Total of 31. You need a 14 on the dice. The DC for her is 32. And no effect is reducing her DC as well. At this moment, yep, still 32.
Okay.
Still under the sway. I am sorry. Parent, at least you awaken, but on the floor. What do you do?
I don't know.
Fair.
I've been thinking about this for a while and I still don't know.
By the way, I didn't make any adjustments for this encounter. For 5 people.
I mean, it sort of balanced
gonna-
itself.
I'm gonna
with
try to
dominate.
I'm gonna try to cast Befuddle on her.
Okay, well, natural 20 on your Stupefy. Let's see what
There
her
that goes.
Can I get a second natural 20?
will is. Well, almost. Second natural 20. Caster has
So,
Stupefied
crit
-4, so
success.
it's crit success, because it's also reducing your DCs to be stupefied, like so. No effect to her.
I stand up.
Okay. Seems at this point, you guys have to find some way to get Giraffe out of this. She doesn't seem to have her powerful stuff anymore. She's already used all of it. Parrot takes a little bit of damage there. But we still have this slow marsh giant. It's gonna make a just a twist the hook strike. Simple one here. Which he shouldn't be dazzled at this moment because that was only a single round, but he missed. So keep it easily deflecting it. Now, Kiba, we go over to your turn.
Okay. I stride. Out away from Giraffe.
He's striding.
No,
Uh,
shut
yeah,
up, shut
Giraffe.
up.
Not some. We didn't hear
No,
it.
she
Cool,
commanded me
so-
to go after the kobold, not the bird.
Giraffe, she shouts out,
Don't let them run.
Let me run.
you will make your reactive strike towards Kiba. Which is probably
I'm gonna
better.
use my I'm gonna use my jaws.
You have to use your mumble. You have to use your best weapon.
Oh come on!
It's not like
Oh,
confusion.
boy.
She has full control.
She
Okay,
said don't let him-
I'm in freaking like plate armor here. It'll be fine.
Don't jinx it.
If he crits, I could die from it. Or
A
get
hit,
down from
just
it.
a hit.
Gonna scratch me.
Which does mean he uses his reaction, so it might help you guys at some point here. It's only 13. Yeah.
It's fine.
Reduced to 10. Alright, so Kiba, rushing up to Gaz.
Okay. My last healing spell on the Gaz.
Third to heal. Gaz is back in the fight.
And a glaive strike on the evildoer.
Okay. Which misses. Unfortunately, you feel like if you got some advantage you might have hit, but not there.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Gaz, over to you. Waking up prone.
He gets up first thing, and is going to swap places with Kiba basically by stepping on over here. And by stepping, I mean obviously striding.
Yeah, doesn't seem like she has opportunities at the very least.
And as the final option left in his toolkit, he will try to grapple Giraffe and hope for the best.
Okay,
Good
alright.
luck.
Against his fortitude save, which he's pretty good at.
How high is your reflex, Giraffe?
Lower my reflex. I don't know where the DC is.
DC is just plus 10, so
Oh,
28.
28.
Gotcha. Alright. It's for
Well, it's
something
not
else.
DC
don't worry.
though, or yeah, no, it
Yeah,
is DC
it's just
actually.
a modifier. Well, it's both.
Hmm.
Every modifier comes with a DC, and every DC with a modifier.
Yep.
Let's
Pretty
see.
Hey, I see a very good roll there.
Ooh.
You're able to sort of sling across one of those extendo gauntlets there and grab a hold of him, keeping him
Yep.
at arm's length there.
Now stay put, bad dog. And he will also try and use his free arm to bonk the giant that is also here.
Okay. Yeah, he's.
Just backhand him.
Actually, no, wait, that's... I already did 3 actions. Stand up,
Stride.
straight,
Oh
and
yeah,
grab
yeah.
one.
All right. Now to Nagara. Well, it's not the same, but your minds seem amiable enough. Kiba, I need a will save for confusion now.
Okay.
I'm having flashbacks to when I ran many games through Abomination Vaults.
Oh.
As a low roll.
Point.
But a much better one
32.
there. Exactly a success. You're only stunned one, sort of babbling a little bit, like something like that. But you're able to control just enough to not like start slicing out at anything you see or anything like that.
Beautiful.
Now with that, Yamos
You're almost here. Quick.
I really recommend
ahead.
getting away from Giraffe. I have him pinned.
Yeah, please do.
You're almost here. Before getting away, you're almost here. Quick alchemy's up a new concoction and pepper space giraffe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Both giraffe and a marsh giant.
Alright, so 15-foot radius burst. I need both reflex saves here. 29, DC. Of course, I'm prompting myself to do a check. Of course, I'll roll that.
I am angry. Of course I roll a 15 on this save.
Sort of like, all I'm imagining is you like dabbing it away, like doing a dab to push his arm to the side or something. It's just, I don't know why, but it redirects it all towards the marsh giant, who is blinded as well.
Great. Well, Yarmsir is going to take Gaz's advice and scampers away.
Okay. So with that, actually,
That's it for Yarmsir's turn. Yeah.
yeah, it is. The giraffe. Just get yourself free and kill the. Sorry, I put my I'm doing a little emotions on my avatar, and I stupidly put them on the arrow keys. Anyway, kill. Just get free. Kill them. You know the drill. Try and escape, giraffe, with your best
Okay,
stat
it's
for it.
athletics.
Athletics, yeah.
Can I use acrobatics to get out?
You have to use athletics. Three on the dice, though.
Good.
He struggles in the sort of mechanical grip that you have, and has to keep trying.
Ha! Machine beats Giraffe.
Go for
And
another
this
check.
next one, it's like, it's minus...
-5. You can just
-5.
roll it, and we'll just -5 when we see it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
2 in the... now you're rolling low on the things that need to roll low.
And then -10.
I think Giraffe is just too martially inclined to be like, he's going to pull his punches. He's too much respect for the craft, and then all of a sudden when he's grabbed, oh, I can't hit anybody, I'm gonna not try. So,
Okay,
you're not
now
escaping.
for the wolves.
Now we'll save, let's see. Maybe
Please.
Gaz is shaking this out of you.
Pass.
Need a 14 on the dice. And we keep rolling sixes for it.
Oh boy, I sure do love playing Pathfinder.
This is why I don't really run these kinds of... This is why Abomination Vaults is incredibly painful.
I don't blame you, Corvus. I don't.
I mean, aren't you running
I am
through...
not having a good time.
Aren't you running through AV with parents running it?
No.
No, that's a different.
That's a different group? Okay. Either way, Parenth knows.
Yes.
Speaking of, what do you do? a sure strike, which,
I'm getting the bad roll out of the way first.
okay. Chromatic Ray, you can attempt to shoot this off. As you try to make it a little bit more accurate, you lose the spell, but as you strike out, this is going to miss. We're close enough, since I already gave the hero point to... Oh wait, no. What am I doing? Did you guys get all your three of your hero points, actually?
No,
Or
we haven't got our 10 o'clock one yet.
Yeah, everyone go for that. Like, everyone give yourselves that, so we don't forget.
Got it.
And if you want to use it, Giraffe, or Parath, go right ahead.
I'm not going to use this.
Okay. Just wanted to give the option. As you try to call up the spell, maybe getting it a little bit more accurate, but no effect there as it goes wide. The stupefaction is really giving you some trouble there. Now, to this Marsh Giant. Goes for Kiba. With just a long reach twist of the hook. Let's see if they can hit. Which they cannot. Kiba, you easily deflected, almost as an
Thank
afterthought
goodness.
at that point. And, yeah. So, Kiba, over to you.
Okay. So, great news, everybody. I have no heals. Please don't go down.
Alright.
I still have all of my heals. That's the good news.
Excellent. I'm really reluctant to reposition much due to various circumstances. I need to be in range of various people. I think I'm just gonna have to sting and double strike on Nagara.
Okay.
Let me get the song up first.
Just call for a little bit more courage in your allies. Eventually, you will succeed. Hopefully.
Alright, just a basic one turn thing. I'll just do just about every turn. And 2 strikes in theory.
Okay. See if someone can land a solid strike on her. Not with a 4.
I will re-roll that one.
Okay.
That's my last hero point.
A 16
Worth
does strike. Roll your damage. With that 12 damage to her.
Oh. Those were low rolls.
Not too much, but let's see if you hit a second time. Not with
I do
natural
not. It's the end of my turn.
one. Okay, so Gaz, over to you. Holding
I will
still.
spend the first action of my turn to use Talisman, the Lover's Knot,
Oh, okay.
for just a little bit of healing.
Mm-hmm. Got them all the way back at Oleg's trading post. 15. All right.
And I will continue my grapple.
And that will succeed. He's still held firm, still kept away from your allies for the moment. You have one more action.
Now I will backhand the giant next to me.
Okay.
The map attack is the best I can afford at this moment.
It will miss though. He's trying to swing it over towards them. Sort of like a slapping match between you guys and him because he's not done anything either. Now, over to her once more. I'll play it like it is. She still has plenty of, because she's a sorcerer, plenty of spell slots for confusion. Kiba, once again. Let's try and make this work. I need a will save from you.
Alright.
It's certainly one of those fights, but natural 20. You shrug it off like it's nothing. And with that, we go over to Yamasir. Starting to get a
Yamasir's
little bit
gonna
of control. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep, Overseer is gonna spend his turn chugging potions. Right, I can't use it from that menu. Ugh. He volleys 2 into his hands and then drink them both.
Okay. Double fisting. 35, and yeah, this is the level where those moderate elixirs are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You feel.
I got an upgrade like this level.
Mm-hmm. You
He
feel.
just makes like great leaps with their curve.
Yeah. Use the item levels of those things. You feel a lot better. Those wounds are closing. And, well, maybe things are gonna turn around. We'll have to see. Giraffe, once again, you hear the commands. I need athletics checks to try to escape.
I want to rip her throat out.
Go on now.
8 on the dice, 27, I think fails, right? You have a plus 20, guys, so your DC is 30.
Yes.
Awesome. So first one fails, next one's -1. -5.
Easily.
That definitely
That's actually a crit fail, so you cannot try to escape any longer.
Oh, yay!
So, third action is essentially wasted because you don't really have anything else to do at range. So, that is going to be your turn.
And we'll save.
We'll save at the end. Let's see. Gosh,
Oh, so
dang
close.
it. If anybody wants to, they can donate their hero point. Or you.
I'll donate mine.
Yeah,
Please.
go ahead.
Thank you.
I'm trying to make this work for you. Let's see.
Yarmos gives him his hero points by wafting some smelling salts over.
16.
Finally!
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
So Yarmosir and your allies have been calling at you this whole time. Stop it, Giraffe. You smelt and tasted the blood of your allies. You've been in a blood rage for this, and it sort of overtook you until you finally get tired of struggling in the grasp of Gaz and realize what's been happening. You are free from the control.
Yay.
All of my investment in grappling finally pays off.
How long
What?
does the enfeebled last? Until
You. I'll make sure that you come back into the fold.
She angrily calls out, but Parith, now, with things a lot safer in the neighborhood, what do you do?
I am. I am going to try to cast Summon Dragon.
Okay. You
Oh, good.
are just able to, as you tap into your own essence, really, for this. Did it come up with a menu for you?
It did.
Okay. Flame Drake, you want to summon. As
oh,
one
Flame Drake will be
apparates
hit, I used
sound.
to buy.
There it is.
Alright. So I can't really tell, but is there space behind her?
There is a 5-foot space behind her, but not enough for the dragon.
In that case, I'd probably summon it a little bit away from her then.
Okay.
He gets 2 actions. This is probably not gonna work. Actually, no, I want it next turn.
Hmm.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just reading something.
Yep.
It's gonna try to make some attacks. It's probably gonna miss. So.
Now ready. It's worth putting it down. Worth trying. Worth getting a flank, all that. That's going to be a miss on the first and miss on the second, though, as she sort of easily throws those attacks aside. Only 2 attacks because of a summon.
I'm using Draconic Frenzy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. But still, a miss.
It's all for me.
Alrighty. Now, over to this one. He should be dazzled at this point, not blinded. Oh, you do take that bleed. Blinded away, back to dazzled. It's still going to strike towards
Yay.
Kiba. It's still,
Bring
while it's slowed, yeah, it's keeping people away where it can, or trying to, but failing every single
Please
time.
bring it.
Alright, Kiba, over to you.
Heck yeah. Okay. Gonna take a little. If I move though, if I move, the giant will probably stop attacking me. Do I really want to do that?
Oh, he now has draft to take his wrap out on.
Yeah, but we also need giraffe.
I think you guys know who Draft's going to be striking next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my ground. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, get my song, get my 2 strikes. There's still a spot over there on the other side of the thing for a flank, so that's nice and open. And okay, spells. There we go. Cast my anthem.
Mm-hmm.
And strike.
Natural 20, easily enough. As you sling this attack towards them for a burst of flame out. Sorry, was this... No, no, it's not them. Why was I talking to them? That is going to be Nagara.
Yield for 49.
Yeah. No, takes 49. Wait, no. There we go, that's correct. It should have healed the Marsh Giant for 49. There we go. Okay. As you cleave into them finally, she sort of all of a sudden was trying to still give commands and be distracted by Giraffe. You're able to slice right into her.
Second strike. It's worth a shot. That's my turn.
It's going to be a miss there. So, Gaz. Well,
I'm
you're still...
admittedly not quite sure how this works, but Giraffe is immune to her spell now, right?
You're not sure. I mean, I put it in chat earlier, so let me put it out again.
Please, never again.
You've seen her cast these high-level spells a lot. She's probably out.
The self-destructive order part really caught my attention, but like the only thing I can do about it is this. I cannot put it in chat. Well, it's a 3 action item, which is horrible.
Yeah. Either way, Gas.
It doesn't seem like you're immune afterwards, so I am tempted to keep you grappled for one more turn, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
If you're alright with that, Giraffe.
Please
No.
don't keep
Please
them
don't.
grappled.
Okay.
Please don't self-destruct the group.
Fair enough. Then I would sustain the grapple. Gas will, in fact, let go and first off, do some medicine on himself. Battle medicine, in fact.
Okay.
Treat wounds. Some risky surgery involved.
Attempts there will succeed, yeah. So, takes 1 damage because of the risk of surgery, right? So it's 33 damage.
Wonderful.
A little bit of a...
And he will now start an impromptu boxing match with the Marsh Giants.
Rock'em sock'em.
Why not?
These attacks against him have even missed a lot. Dang.
Map attack.
But a map attack will hit. Roll a damage. Batter into him a little bit there. 22. And sends him back, reeling just a bit.
That's what that.
Now, over to her once more. These simple spells will have to do. And you... Maybe you can do something. Gaz, I need a will save. Against confusion once more as she tries to befuddle your mind, make you think that there are enemies abound, but no, you succeed. You push it away just enough. You're still a little bit stunned as you're sort of taking the time to really focus and shrug it off, but yeah, that's her turn. She's still slowed this whole time. So she can only really just cast a spell, and that's it. As things start turning around maybe here. 9 fire, not 2.
Yarmos is going to bravely enter back into battle proper by running around the side of everybody. And now that he's here, he's going to quick alchemy up a skunk bomb with
Okay.
debilitating bomb off guard attached, and then he's going to strike.
Mm-hmm.
The moment I actually never mind, I don't need to do that. Never mind, I do need to do the inventory of the skunk bombs, and quick alchemy are nasty to work with.
Yeah. Do what you can.
I could have sworn I had this prepared in my inventory last turn and this turn. I have like 3 entries for lesser scud bombs in my inventory. Need to sort that out at some point. Either way, though.
Yeah. It does at least splash near her, so she'll take the 2 damage.
Good enough. Well, 1 damage is a lesser bomb.
Okay. 1 damage there. And let's see. She doesn't seem all that tough. Her fortitudes are really low. She's slowed and sickened. Well, already slowed, but definitely sickened.
And that's it for Yarmos' turn.
Get that disgusting stuff away from me.
Giraffe.
Smells just like your
Time
home.
to kill. Time to kill. Let's hope I actually get crits now.
Yeah, I mean, you always do.
Oh, Foundry's having a moment.
Sort of whip your head over towards her and begin stalking your way on over.
How long does the enfeebled last?
Shouldn't have it at this point, I think. Yeah, let me remove that.
Cool. So gonna move 25 feet down to here. Then I'm gonna double slice.
Alrighty. Pushing across, pushing your allies out of the way. Get it where they can, and almost a natural 20, but went to 14. Does hit. Slicing in once, 25, as the reverberation's thunderous attack strikes true.
Why did you break my control? You could have killed anyone you wanted.
How about you?
She sort of bats away the second strike, just in time.
That's my turn.
Parent, over to you now. Still reeling from that spell.
I'm going to sustain the summon, and I'm going to try to have it grapple her twice.
Okay.
But I mean, it's, you know,
I mean, 29 minus 5.
24 on the second one.
29 would have done it if it wasn't for the map.
Okay. 2 actions left. I am going to try to cast Befuddle again.
Okay. That was a good first level spell. Does succeed. Or at least you find the incantations in your mind.
Always roll a 1, right?
Oh yes, I need to roll now. Let me roll. You said it. So, as you send this off towards her, she's finally so distracted after being struck at by Giraffe that she forgets her own mental defenses. She's clumsy 3, stupefied 3, and confused for a round.
Incredible.
So, let me put those on
Awesome.
there.
That is really nice.
Make it easier to hit.
Why is my mind slipping from me? What did you do?
That's what you get for messing with my mind. Oh, there's a giant alive still.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh.
He is going to start stepping towards Parenth now.
You're still in range of me.
We'll go for a single strike. See a natural 20 somewhere, but that's only on the concealment check. So well, actually, they still critically strike on their attack
Yeah.
here.
Enfeeble, please.
50 points of damage to you, Parenth.
Love it.
So you're able to push through with keep us up. Feebled and the persistent damage. As I'm
Yes,
putting that on,
please.
we go to your turn. Kibo, what do you do?
The slow came off of him?
No, it didn't. It's still there.
Oh, okay.
At least on my end.
So he's still so he's still bleeding from before, right? Karen?
No, Parenth got
Parenth
out of
is-
his bleed.
Parenth is bleeding, but you already got it, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Kiba, over to you.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Same turn as usual, pretty much.
It's a lot of persistent damage, so Foundry is chugging a little bit here.
Yeah. I'm like trying to be careful. I'm just not going to do anything yet until it resolves.
Mhm.
Here comes another delay.
Yeah, yeah, because the auras, yep. I know that pretty well, because every party I have, with either free archetype or just their class, has a bard, because it's extremely powerful.
Yep. I do not want to go away from parent at this point. Yeah. So, strike Megara.
Okay.
I'm fine. Take her out.
9 is not actually, it is, because
It
she
is
is
enough.
off guard and clumsy. That's like
It's
minus
incredible.
5 to her AC at the moment, so like easy strike there. As you cleave into her, she will get a chance to at least get free of the confusion because it's DC 11 flat check. And she does actually. The force of the blow just knocks her out of it, so she's no longer flat-footed automatically at the very least.
Okay. We'll do the second attack here.
Still very clumsy and very good hit. Roll the damage. For another 18. Alright.
Solid.
She doesn't seem like she has too much left to go.
End of
She's
turn.
Scarred, bleeding, bruised, nearly beaten. Gaz, over to you.
If it's looking a bit hurt here, and I know you said you don't want any healing, but I'm going to ignore that and going to heal you. Step and battle medicine.
Parent has been a
Giraffe?
great tank this fight.
If Giraffe's covered in blood and like blind rage, could you say he's lost in the sauce? Like, is that an accurate statement?
I mean, he's been lost in the sauce the whole fight.
Yeah, yeah.
31. Alright. Or, 29, technically. So, 2 less because of the risky surgery part of it.
And he will beat down the giant now.
Okay.
1 attack.
Natural
Never
1
mind.
on that. Let's try to
One
punch
attack
up with
or one on the attack?
Both. Back over to her, as she's still so badly befuddled until at least Parent's turn here. I will make sure that your mind is amiable for further treatments. Let the poison flow through you, as she sort of lurches towards you and bites pretty harshly.
Ooh,
It's a crit.
that's enfeeble or redemption.
As she sort of gets to your
Redemption
neck
with
there,
the-
she sort of bid to pull away, and the redemption helps reduce that, certainly.
You crap loaded spells. I think we're doing enfeeble still, yeah.
Okay.
Now that I'm finally close enough to actually apply the befuddle, it's like, do I really need befuddle anymore?
Yeah, Giraffe, take the damage there and roll me a fortitude save.
Already. Why is Foundry slow? It's usually really fast.
There's a lot going on in this fight.
It's fair. Okay, so I
Bleeds.
take that 50 damage.
Yep.
Thank you, Kiba.
Certainly a little bit less.
And then Fortitude save, you said?
Mm-hmm. She tries to inject this venom into you. But you push right through, you shrug it off.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
She's not going to take no for an answer, though. Goes for another map 4 strike, but you're able to sort of rip away and push her back. She sort of bares her fangs angrily at you. It's not over yet. Giraffe, or not Giraffe, Eormos, you're
God, you
over
got
to
me
you.
excited.
Well, you're
Yarmouth
next.
here, concocts together a solution of Quicksilver and lint to create a ball, to quick alchemy up a ball of lightning, and makes a strike with it.
Okay.
Towards her. Debilitating bomb deafened.
Deafened.
I'm gonna go ahead and reroll that because we're pretty much at the end.
Mm-hmm. In her place right now, she's not too hard to strike. That is definitely a hit. Roll the damage.
Wonderful. And now she's going to be flat-footed, and she'll need to roll a fortune save against.
Man, yeah, Foundry is slow here. And a fortitude save for which effect? Sorry.
For deafened.
Okay. Because the one enemy that you're coming across that is actually pretty not good for fortitude, at least on her level. Way more in will. But she does.
She still succeeds, yeah.
Yeah. Either way.
Yorvo still has one action left. He's going to spend it. Spend it pulling out, battling out some poisons. 2 shadow essence. That's it for his turn.
So, as you're valleying those out, Giraffe, you find the moment that you've been waiting for. She's off guard from that bomb, sort of, and now also super clumsy from that spell.
Oh, off guard, so flank wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, not here.
Okay, then I'll use my third action for an extra attack.
Okay. Let's see it happen.
Alrighty. Starting with my double slice.
Four on the dice still will hit her. Roll the damage. As you still cleave in as she finds herself so very weakened. It's just a little bit left. Strike once more, though a 3 is not something that will do it. But
Alrighty,
just barely bring up her guard.
For my third attack.
You guys really stack those modifiers on her. And this will easily be a hit, even with map 8. Actually, because of map 8. If it was map 10, it didn't. So agile trait, working out for you. And 19 brings her so very close. She sort of stumbles back against the wall. You've cut off some of the tentacles even. And so very weakened, she just hisses back at you in defiance. She has 2 health left. Unfortunately, Giraffe, you're not the one to do it.
Turn.
Parents.
Kill.
I'm gonna sustain the dragon.
Maybe the dragon
She's
will
already
go.
off guard. You know what? There's a good chance that it can hit with Draconic Frenzy. Let's see.
That was a
not
natural
bad.
one.
I may have lied. Oh,
19.
Oh, there you
Nat
go.
5 hits by 1, even on your summon. And as they snap their jaws at them, she's overwhelmed by the attacks. No, my kingdom that you took it from me. For her throat's ripped out by the dragon.
I'm imagining like her being a chew toy.
Chew toy for her
or
too.
like yeah.
With
alright.
that, though,
There's still a giant next to me.
giant, all of a sudden, as she dies, sort of blinks for a moment. Where am I? Who are you people?
Oh, we should have killed the other one.
What happened to my brother? Ugh. Why is he dead? Why are we in a stinky cave?
It was this witch. She tried to ensorcel all of our minds.
My mind does itch. Does yours itch?
Very.
Oh.
Despite all the blows I got to my noggin to scratch it.
Oh, should I? He sort of looks at it down at his bloody hook. I'm sorry. I didn't want to fight for her.
We're very sorry too. We didn't want to have to hurt anyone that, well, you know.
Me run. Me get away.
Giraffe is covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
Whose blood is it though?
A lot of this creature's, because he's continuing to cut it up. angry, enraged.
I don't stop you. In fact, I stay out of your way.
It's not going to be recognizable. The police won't be able to get an ID.
So,
Actually, before you chop her up, I've been meaning to check something. On the image, it looks like she has green hair. Does that translate to her actually?
You doubt it.
Oh, okay.
It's not the same.
Perhaps a coincidence.
Wait, so you mentioned she had like a mind affecting poison earlier?
Seems so.
Sets up. Well, Yarmos here is determined to at least get something out of this whole scuffle of value. Is that any way to extract that?
You would roll me an occultism check to sort of understand her anatomy enough to extract it here.
Gotcha. There you go.
17, okay. Yeah, well, on the dice. You take some time and are able to get a single dose. Let me see if this is actually an item. I'll let you know what that is next time.
Gotcha.
Have to decide.
Sounds good.
Oh, and give yourselves 120 experience points for that, as you collect yourselves after that fight.
Heck yeah.
Some of your encounters. Great.
Yep.
That giant left without his brother. I feel kind of loath to leave the body here. Get down here.
can we take a little bit of a break? I'm not feeling too great.
That's an excellent idea. Oh, I'm Marsh Giant. I did not mean to be Marsh Giant. My bad.
I don't know how you even
Chris,
clicked on
you
that
would be a
one.
cool marsh giant.
Aw, thank you.
I mean, you took a bunch of blows to your head. Are you feeling good there, Parenth?
You'd have the park ranger kind of marsh giant energy.
Aw, shucks.
No, Giraffe tried to kill me several times.
That
Welcome to the
wasn't
club.
me. It was this witch or whatever it was. This bloody pulp. He points over to the mangled, unrecognizable corpse.
Oh, you carved a good chunk out of me as well, so...
Sorry.
As you guys have a little bit more time, you notice that scintillating in the roots, sort of hung up in them, are a few rings. Actually, quite a few.
Oh.
Seems to be the only treasure that she keeps from her unfortunate prey.
Oh, bring over the round with higher DC.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
the gods listen to us.
Oh, this is supposed to be a type 2 wizardry ring.
I was gonna say, I don't think I can use two of those. Can I attempt to dispel this feeble mind off myself?
You could attempt it. Certainly.
So I use my spell substitution to put dispel magics in my level 5 slots. It takes like 10 minutes to do that.
Otherwise, we might need to go back to the witch's hut for a curse removal.
Yeah, no, actually, oh, this is a curse. Let me look up curse real quick.
Oh yeah, by the way, Drav, you owe me a shield.
Do I or does she?
I'm going to say you do.
Fine.
Cass says as he collects whatever splinters are left off his buckler.
You should
Well,
get a
I
better
don't know.
shield,
It seems
though.
like she paid for the cost and more with these. She almost brandishes the rings. The just pure gold value rings that don't do anything else.
Oh, I looked it up. I always forget it if you need remove curse to remove curses. You don't actually do. I think it's just a divine spell, remove curse. Just lets clerics use it, I guess. Yeah, Parath, you can absolutely try. Still have the stupefy though. To
Yeah, which might makes it a little difficult.
yeah.
I'm gonna try it either way.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You have a 100% chance next time we have a time skip.
I'm probably gonna fail the dispel check just from the stupefy. Yep. There
Yeah.
goes one.
And
There
there
goes
goes
the
the other.
Holy
so
smokes.
Your spell slots are gone.
Wait, I have the last hero point.
Okay. You're just having so much trouble calling up
Wow.
the correct incantations, the words. You're just mumbling them out. It's very different for you.
Wait, I can do one more with drain bonded item.
Okay.
Are we gonna have to go home?
Yes. Okay.
All right. All right. Now you need to roll really high for the DC of her spells. Which, at the current moment, her DC is lower since she is stupefied. So yes, this succeeds. Otherwise, it misses by one. But yeah, I would say yes.
Shouldn't her DC be really low because she's dead?
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, but you know, I'm giving you a way out.
He's being nice instead of making us go back to town and wasting weeks of time to fix this.
Yeah. But,
Does that remove all of them or just like one?
No. It does remove the spell because the spell is providing the force stupefy.
Oh, thank goodness.
So you finally break through and you finally muster up enough to just rake it from your mind.
I need to learn how to counteract these kind of spells better. Stop them before they even begin.
No kidding.
My magic counteracting machine, unfortunately, isn't that good nowadays.
And so, as you guys are able to recuperate here and rest, you have to wonder what other influence she's had upon this, land here. She claimed to have more followers. But, for now, we're gonna have to leave it at that, as, we only went for 2.5 hours, but it's because we started late, and I don't think we can go any further, because you guys have to sleep, right, or wake up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this was fun. I enjoyed having this model here, and like making faces and stuff. It's fun.
I got to enjoy half the session. I said like once in passing, but I don't blame you, Corvus. But like, oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, it's a really powerful effect. Like to fail that, and like even then, it's really hard to get that DC to actually activate. I had another group that had a lot of trouble with that. But thank you all for watching and bearing with me as I test this thing out. I'll definitely be making some changes, but I do want to use it more too, so I might stream something else, I don't know. But if you like all the maps, of course, all the maps that you saw today, which was only 2 because this fight was very long, you can find them on Patreon, patreon.com/KoboldDM, and Kiba. Yes, Kiba, you stream.
I sure do. Hello, everybody. I am Chris Kobold, the player of Kiba, and a streamer here on Twitch. Feel free to come check me out sometime on Tuesdays and Wednesdays evenings. Retro Variety.
Good stream. So, with that being said, we're gonna end the stream here. Hope you guys had a good time, and we'll see you next week as we get the ball rolling once more. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's do it. See you guys later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
So long.
Happy New Year.